Referring for Carroll, this is Kevin Harlan. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. We've got the Washington Wizards taking on Toronto. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. Taking a look at Toronto. A successful outing in Game 1 has them right where they want to be with a chance here, guys, to take Game 2 on their home court.
This game really gives them a chance to kind of put the hammer down in this series. If they can build on that Game 1 victory and then win here tonight, it would make it almost impossible to come back from.
But let's flip that script. A loss tonight and their home court advantage goes straight out the window, and that would put tons of pressure on them going on the road.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Toronto on defense. They easily took Thursday's game.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against the defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
Washington with the ball. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Off target with the jumper.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
There's the pass to Peterson. Nice ball movement by Washington. Fast break Toronto. 0. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Pass to Peterson. Number 20 hits the three-point bomb.
And a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the floor.
It's been a quick start here for Toronto. It's a three-point game. Trent defended by Peterson. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. Shoots from 12. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
To the paint, number 20. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
Just a tremendous athlete, guys, able to go up and finish over everybody defensively, even the big guys down low. They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
That was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Washington's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. Coach didn't mince words for his team, telling them that even though they took Game 1, they'll need to come out and play the same way to keep home court advantage. He said, so far, we've just held serve, and it's only going to get tougher from here on out.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Washington trail. Shoots the 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 12.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
That drops. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Ball stolen. Goes up. Oh, how about that basketball?
Skywalker, skyscraper, call him whatever you want. He can fly.
Where does he come up with a move like that?
I have no idea. I mean, you can't plan that stuff. I think a dunk like that just happens.
The Raptors have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
And they're one away now from being in the penalty.
Yeah, you know, now's not the time to be careless. The next one sends them to the line.
And Washington making a change here.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Taj Gibson's checked in for Washington. So it comes up empty, missing both. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Passes it to Peterson. Fires for 3. Shot's good. Peterson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
0, and it's blocked. Hooked away. Fast break Toronto. For the finish. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That is as athletic a move as you're going to see right there, folks. Unbelievable.
Clark, what about the hang time?
You're talking about hang time. That fella had helium in those shoes.
Well, if you're going to pull off a 360, you better have hang time.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
Boucher defended by Gibson. Toronto working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 5.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
Now let's take a look back at which teams led the NBA in scoring during the regular year. In the 3rd position, the Wizards. 5th, the Raptors.
Kevin, so many rock-solid guys between these two teams. I mean, to score the points that they do, you need multiple offensive weapons and unselfishness as a team as well. And they've got both.
On defense, the Raptors. Here's Stafford. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about that? Take a peek at that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. You're right. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
Boy, what a dunk. That is just special.
And there's the pass to Peterson. This one for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
0. Cannot hit. And Washington the other way now. To the inside. Stafford. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Number 20.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Wide open. And that one's good. 7 points in the game.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Washington's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Knocked away. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Shot clock at 5. Knocks it loose. Fast break Toronto. Pushing it up. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And it's all knotted up.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Number 8, guarded by Porter. And right, here we go. Steph, and he banks in the layup. 6 points for him.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Now, here's Porter. Feeds to Young. Number 23. And it's good. Caught through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Washington trail. Right outside. Barton pulls it up. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. He kicks to Porter. O'Gene defended by Barton. He feeds it to Porter. Rebounded by the Wizards.
He's far too tentative in the paint. Even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
The Wizards shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. No good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Now here's Beal. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's special because he lives for the big moments. Fearless. I mean, he will take any big shot down the stretch. He wants the ball in his hands.
And, you know, he is an extremely skilled player attacking off the dribble, too. I mean, he's got a great pull-up jumper as well, Steve.
The Wizards with the lead. Inside, number 8. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop. Yeah, they're going to need some help there defensively. That matchup is going to be a tough one to deal with.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And right, here we go. And blocked. Number 23. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
And stolen by Flynn. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this game 2. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
So on the floor for Washington. Number 45. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
It seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Wizards trail by 7. Dishes to Beal. Here's Kuzma. And that one's good. Now Flynn gives him the lead pass. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Beal. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, it's startling that he'd even try that right now.
And here are the Raptors now. Number 5. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
A nice shot by Flynn.
Well, that's the easiest opportunity an offense can get off a steal.
Exactly. No defense for that.
Morris passes to Beal. Teardrop shot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And Washington making a change here. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Great offensive performance they're putting on.
You see the benefit of knocking down baskets consecutively because it leads to the confidence growing, doesn't it, Steve?
It sure does, and now it's to the point where they just feel unstoppable.
Here's Beal. The Raptors getting the bucket. Ripped away. Outside Flynn. Here's Trent. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Peterson. Uncovered. That one goes. Count. Peterson's got 5 points so far. OG defended by Peterson. Knocked loose. Beal with the steal. Peterson covered by Flynn. No good from Peterson.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
Fires the three. Washington with the rebound. The dish to Morris. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Wizards making a switch here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Nice ball movement by Washington. The shot's good from Peterson.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Lets it go with the three. Can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. Top of the key. And the jumper falls for him. And it's now only a 1-point Toronto lead.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Boucher defended by Gibson. Count that one. 6 points for him.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
And it's rejected. Zero. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Fires the three. Good. It's all knotted up.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Trent defended by Peterson. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Peterson. Peterson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. That's good. 8 points for him.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
To me, that's the key to any game. Who can win the battle in the paint? And right now, they've got it going.
And so here's Toronto. Number 1. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 4.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Got a piece of it. Fast break Toronto. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
0. The 8-footer. And too long on the shot.
It really depends on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much. As the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. The Wizards shooting their second and third free throws tonight. Wizards making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Man, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
And there before you is the list of the teams that led the NBA in steals per game during the regular year. In the third position, the Wizards.
Kevin, time and time again, this team has proved during the regular season that they were a force to be reckoned with at the defensive end of the floor. Active, always in the stands, always applying pressure.
And here we go, the Wizards' fast break. That is good. Peterson's got 12.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Toronto with the ball. 0. Sinks the triple. He's got 11.
We've seen this offense step back behind the three-point line a little bit more this quarter.
For better or worse, that is, and it looks like the latter. Those threes not really falling as of yet.
Nice fadeaway to get over the top.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
And that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
And that one's good.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
And something else you can't forget about is his shot blocking, Steve. I mean, he's an intimidator down low. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've got. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Washington with the ball. They trail by 6. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
I think he was surprised to see the pass coming his way, and he reacted a little late.
And Toronto has possession. Number 1. Washington with the rebound. Peterson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, it's not typical. I mean, they have been really dominant on the glass.
That's good.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Wizards trail by 6. Washington calls timeout. And as with any timeout at this point of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced, so anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Well, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. A simple one-hander is just fine.
And the Wizards with possession. 6-point game. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Peterson's got 17 now.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
From 8. And again, it's Toronto converted.
And a much better quarter for them in terms of shooting the basketball.
You know, anytime your field goal percentage as a team is up in the high 50s, you're doing a lot of stuff right.
And Washington has possession. Number 4. Passes it to Peterson. From downtown, no good.
That's just tremendous. Love to see a smaller player who can mix it up inside and handle himself in the paint area. Another shot from outside. They're not attacking. I mean, going in and seeking contact like they did in the first one, I'm not seeing that.
Well, you can't play the score. I mean, you've got to play the game, and I think they've got to continue to attack. You're right, Clark. Got to mix it up a little bit.
I think he simply needs to get back to doing what he was doing there in the first quarter.
It's tipped. Number 20. Here's Tarzanias. Excellent D there from Porter. Raptors leading by 6. And even 3-on-3 break.
Question is, do they go 2 for 1 here?
Can they get a good shot in time? That's the question. Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
So it's Toronto after the basket by Washington. Gets it to go. He has 6.
Boy, he's really doing a nice job taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Number 4. Sweet little floater.
What a finish with that hoop.
Number 1. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Second quarter ends in a tight one. It
Now, presented by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Raptors with the lead. Well, we've got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So the Raptors 5 right now. Washington's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking a three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 8.
Someone has to be willing to throw themselves in there, contest the layup.
Boucher. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's had 6 attempts at the line, made 5 of them. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Another one falls for Washington. Toronto leading by 3. Trent defended by Peterson. Shot clock at 6. 0. It's rebounded by Peterson.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
They get a hand on it. Boucher, smooth as silk on the finger roll. He's got 12.
He always knows where his teammates want to be in. Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Washington with the ball, trailing by 5. A 3-ball, just 4 to shoot. That's the bucket.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. He rifled that one in for distance.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
0. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now. They're a team trying to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The Raptors have gone 9 of 13 from the line. The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Wizards trail by 9. And they're moving it up. Puts the lead pass in front of him.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
Washington's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Now the pass to Peterson. Number 20. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Raptors moving the ball around. Shot is no good. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's good from the elbow. He's got 25.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
0. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Wizards trail by 11. Number 20. Another one falls for Washington. Toronto calls timeout.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about.
And the Raptors with the ball. It's blocked. Pushing it up. Pass to Peterson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Peterson's got 19 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Trent defended by Peterson. 0. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 20.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
The dive for the ball. Lets it go from deep. No luck. And it's Washington the other way. Number 20. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Number 43. Off target from outside.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through. That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Number 20. Hits it from three-point range. He has 30.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
To the middle. Here's the break. Number 4. That's good. And now just a 5-point Raptor lead. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. 0. Boucher. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 16.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
And that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 9. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Toronto.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Good.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Lets it go from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Peterson. Here's Kuzma. And again, Washington with the triple.
Now, he's one player who can get hot in a big hurry. It's like he has an on-off switch, and once it gets flipped on, he's tough to stop.
You know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
And the Wizards with possession.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
Yeah, the battle for that lay-in. Excellent, tough defense, but he found a way to get it down anyway.
Wizards making a switch here. Wizards trail by 7. Washington's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Number 4. Shot is off. Raptors leading by 7. Kicks to Young. From deep. They get it back. Gets the bucket. Young's got 5. 144 left to play in the third. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. While we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best rebounding teams in the regular season. The Raptors in second.
What a tremendous regular season for them on the board. I mean, they never seemed to fade during long games and kept grabbing rebounds until the final whistle. They played 48 minutes of basketball, and they'll expect to do the same thing here in the postseason.
And Beal kicks to Barton. Now Young inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Hits the jumper in space. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them there.
And good on the basket. Took it. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Tries to save it. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And the Wizards making a change here. Toronto on defense. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Pass to Beal. The layup off target. Raptors leading by 11. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's O'Gee. Nice D from Barton. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And the jam by Beal.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Number 1. That's good. He's got 19. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. Wizards trail by 10, so the Wizards 5 right now. Elbow shot is on the way. The shot, no good.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with him.
That's good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now here's Beal. That's good.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Latrey. There's the bucket. Good. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock him down.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
Number one. And the shot is good. 23 points in the game.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Ball's not loose. One-on-one fast break. The finger will finish at the bucket. So it's the Wizards now. 15-point game. Now, here is Morris. He's tightly guarded. Elbow shot. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Number one, defended by Beal. Down low, number 5. Makes it off the glass.
Their power inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop him, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
Wizards making a switch here. And they're on the break. 0. That's down the breakaway slam.
Wow, they are just red hot, guys, not missing a thing.
Sometimes you see a player get on a tear like this, Steve, but never an entire team.
Now here's Beal. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
Number 5. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
That one misses. Wizards trail by 16. Number 20. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. He's got 32.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now.
It's not possible what we just caught. Is that
It's probable, but it is possible, partner. It's possible.
Not probable. It is possible. I don't know what all that meant, but you're right, Clark.
Here's Kuzma. Another one falls for Washington. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
No, they couldn't look up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
And the Wizards making a change here. 0. Shot denied. And they'll keep possession. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
I'll tell you what, it never gets old watching him work, does it, fellas?
Now, Clarky, that's a good way to put it. He will work. Great example of that on the offensive glass right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff. And then he put a little flair in the dunk.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I wouldn't go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk.
I can feel that.
Send a message.
A message and put it on the highlight reel for later.
Up again. Wizards trail by 18. There's the pick. Off the screen. Shot is good off the back rim and in. He's got 34.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. And Wright pulls it down. The Wizards have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. The first free throw is good. And Washington making a change here. Both good from the line that time. Toronto leading by 14. Here's Trent. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
Another shot, and the layup is up and in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 15 assists. Number 43 traps in the tray.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Wizards trail by 17. He dishes it to Beal for three. The shot misses. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Number 20. Another one falls for Washington.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Toronto leading by 15. Here's Trent. Off target at the rim.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And there's the feed to Beal. They'll get another chance. Number 20. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Zero. Lots of room. The shot no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. To the middle. Here's Porzingis, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
Well, we've seen these kind of plays get them going in the past, that's for sure.
Wizards making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message the Raptors coach was giving to his team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Now play a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys.
Here's Kuzma. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
And the shot counts. He's fouling with the chance for a three-point play.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And I love how he goes with that one-hand tomahawk slam. Beautiful. A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
Here's Trent. They get the rebound.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of the actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
So it's Washington now, trailing here by 8. Here's Kuzma. To the paint. Boucher. And the layup falls. 23 points in the game.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
1:16 left in the fourth. Inside, it's tipped. Here's Trent. And that one's good. And now a 12-point Raptor lead.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they played.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Wizards passing it around. Kuzma. And again, Washington no good.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Number one bangs home the trifecta. And the Raptors lead by 15.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Here's Peterson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Toronto with the ball. Right now, they're a 9-0 run. It's rebounded by Peterson. Washington has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth.
Very productive game for him, but he's going to have to get some help from his teammates if they're going to win.
Toronto shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Gets it to go.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Number 4. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Number 43. No good. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin.